Well, up next is the junior boys 300 metres. It's the first time this distance has been contested at the English Schools Championship. Previously, it was the junior boys 400 metres. Former 400 metre champions in the junior boys age group. I seem to remember a certain Stephen Ovett, although that's going back a few summers now. There is the lineup. All finalists here set lifetime best in either the heat or the semi-finals, and some of them in both. So let's look at the main contenders here. There's Joe Milton of Merseyside. Runs for the Liverpool club. 35.77 his lifetime best, set in the semi-final. Won the Merseyside Schools title. And his main threat is just outside him, Chenna Oku of Hertfordshire. Here he is. 35.84 he ran in the heat, so just 7/100ths of a second. So that really is not much more than the blink of an eye. And there you go. Well, at least the two fellas are relaxed. We talk so often about how nervous these occasions are. Well, Joe Milton, the young man from Liverpool, he's very happy to be there, isn't he? Also look out for Owen Richardson on the outside. You can see him there wearing 33. 36.49 he ran in the heat. England Athletics under-15 indoor title during the winter when he ran 36.87, which is very, very quick indeed on the boards. So from the inside, Anus of London, Banner Johns of Staffordshire, Sutton of Devon, Milton Merseyside, Oko Hertfordshire, Wheeler Dorset, Sotheby of Warwickshire, and Richardson of Hampshire on the outside. And the starters asked them to get back to their feet. Interesting move, isn't it, Stuart, to go down from the 400 metres to the 300 at this age group?
Well, it is. It's a very interesting one. I don't know whether that is because the intensity of the use of the event in schools has diminished over the years. I don't know. But it is strange because the lads and at this age group running cross-country over considerable distances. And so anyway, this promises once again to be a good race. And the beauty of these races is you never really know.
So Milton wearing the white vest there of Merseyside, on his outside the orange vest of Oko of Hertfordshire. Oh, and there was certainly an early break, and it looked to me like it was Joe Milton who was responsible.
It might be useful, Martin, at this stage just to repeat what the point we made at the beginning of the broadcast, to say that this is the old false start rule, and it was, you're quite right, Joseph Milton. In other words, each of the competitors has one false start available to them, and it's all about the schools not really, on the youngsters not really having all the opportunities time and time again to compete at a level which is quite strict now with a yellow card, and that's your lot. So one false start and you're out in the modern era, but not so in schools, and I think that's a good idea.
Well, it certainly ensures here that Joe Milton has another go, although he is now on his last life. Milton, one of the favourites here to take the title. 300 metres, the first time we've seen this event in this age group at the Championships, and getting away very fast there is Oko, and Oko has pulled away here from Milton. So Milton's got a lot of work to do in the second half of the race. On the outside there is Richardson, but at the moment it's that orange vest out of Chenna Oku, 35.84 he ran in the heat. But here comes Milton running very strongly in the second half. And these two men starting to pull away. Richardson on the outside, and also coming through Wheeler there of Dorset. But it's going to be Joe Milton after that false start. He's going to take the title. Oko hangs on for second place. And Sutton it was of Devon who came through for third. But there is the winner. He had one faulty start, then a false start, but Joe Milton 35.77 in the semi-final, has run quicker here, an unofficial 35.70, and that despite a relatively modest first 100 metres.
Well, I have to say that Joseph Milton's start was terrible. He really was awful out of the blocks, he was, and certainly Oko got away, the Hertfordshire lad got away, but it was the second half of the race. The transition off that bend into the home straight by Joseph Milton was pretty impressive. Held his form well too, he really did, and Oko is struggling a little bit in the final stages. And of course, you're right, Ben Sutton of Devon taking the 3rd place. Well, good performance by Joseph Milton. Next up, the junior girls 100 metres.
Well, Joe Milton, the winner of that junior boys 300 metres. He was a bit of a comedian on the start line, wasn't he? But once he got into his running, he was a class apart. 35.70 by virtue of the fact that it's the first time we've seen that event in this age group. It is a championship best performance. I also would expect to see it ratified as a UK record as well. Joseph Milton, the winner of the junior boys 300 metres, is now speaking to Mark Richardson.
Well, I'm rubbing shoulders with Joe Milton. That was a fine performance. You must be thrilled.
Yeah, I am. It was great. I just want to thank all the athletes out there, because without them it wouldn't have been a great race. It's a great race.
So what pearls of wisdom did your coach give you going into that race?
Well, he said I ran my heat well, and he just says if you do that again you should be able to get a medal, and then I got gold. So it was great. I just want to thank him, Ray, 20 men, and my club, my high school, and my church. I'm a Christian, and I believe God gave me this gift, so thank you.
Brilliant. Many congratulations and well done.
Well, back to the